Hey everybody, it's Andy aka Max Ryder. We're right back where we left off. You know, I don't remember what I was talking about last time. I know it was a game of Call of Cthulhu. I think we had finished up with, have we finished Ill Met in the West? It's been a while since I've actually played. So, I'm coming down here, we're going to try to see if we can find those noises that we ran into before. Basically, oh, no. I still don't even have an iron picks and tools and stuff very much. So we're still struggling to get by. Basically, I think Ill Met in the West. If I have told the story, I'm sorry. I'm going to tell it again very quickly. Yeah, I have told it. The escape of, I believe I've told it. So the next scenario was, I should really figure these things out in advance. Just seeing if these go anywhere. What was the next scenario? Not much in the way of food either. Oh, the next was the evil gun. So when our heroes actually... Which wood have I got? Plenty. Okay. So when our heroes actually... they go to the town of Yellow Flats. And there was a lot of people playing this game. So I'm just going to give you kind of the gist of what's going on. First off, they were there. Oh no! Looney Nutty's one of our newer players. This was a few months ago we played this, so I'm trying to recall. Oh, this is bad. I don't want to do this. Messed up. And my pick broke. So when they get to Yellow Flats, it turns out to be kind of a nothing town. And they were there, some of them were there because of a mysterious thing called the Crescent, which fit in with the horn. Well, no, they weren't there because I just found out about that. And it turns out they've actually found this thing that John Valentine's looking for, and that American Indian, the native, was looking for it as well. He called it the horn. So when they found out that it's when Professor Steloid's brought to the Desert Flats, others kind of just come there for various different and sundry reasons. Need iron, and they investigate that, but the main. Oh, okay. So here's the thing: we can use that lava there to make a portal, and then we can be done without even finding diamonds. But I'll need to use my water bucket as a lava bucket. Oh, this is bad. This is so very bad. This is gonna kill me. Okay. Holy macaronis. Yeah, that was very, very bad. I did not realize there was lava directly above, so now we know. But we won't have to cut if we pull. And then that'll end this challenge. All I have to do is make a... a portal. Hooray. So, let's figure out a place. Let's figure out a place to get the portal made. Well, I have to survive getting back as well. So that could be touch and go. There's gold. I would like to find more iron in order to actually do this. Anyway, so this drifter comes into town. He's actually the main crux of the story. Where are we going to put this portal? I think I should put it up on the surface. It'll take forever to come and go. Well, I guess it won't take forever, but it'll certainly take a while. Especially this messed up route that I've created here. Oh, wait a minute. This might help things move along a little quicker. Okay, so. let's take this one first. I think this is the same one from down there. Nice. So, the, this drifter comes into town, and Evil Gun's mainly about him. And he seems like a pretty nasty guy at first. When Gemma Jones, who is played by my friend AmbiEmpty, when she saw him, she kind of flips out, is freaked out by his appearance as he comes into town. He's kind of scary looking. He's kind of, I don't know. It freaked her character out, and that was the perfect reaction. And then he starts basically kind of taking over the town. He's doing whatever he wants. I think we're just going to put it here. So we're going to be going back and forth while I tell this story. He shoots a few people that he claims fired first. Then the marshal gets gunned down, the town marshal, by some people, and they hear the gunshots. So they go out there and they're rushing down there on horseback, trying to find out who is doing what, and eventually, oh yes, yeah, that's the spot. Come on. Take you first. And they gun down the two guys, and it turns out they've been dead for quite some time. Since that afternoon, and the doctor actually recognizes them as the two dead guys that the drifter gunned down that afternoon. Oh, one thing that I forgot was they heard the drifter kind of whistling some weird song, and from the hotel, and when they knocked on his door and bothered him and were like, "Could you keep down the noise? What are you doing?" He's just whistling up some friends. Jeez, I thought that was a fall to my death. I should have known better. I saved fire. So they're starting to get the idea that not all is as it should be with this drifter fella. Oh, daylight. Still got some time here, though. So, then there's a bank robbery, and this gang comes into town. I have more water that I don't want here. This gang comes into town, try to rob the bank. It's Dan McGowan, who is one of John Valentine's men, and he wants to rob the bank. There's a big, huge firefight. I kind of just glossed over that for the most part, and in the end, the drifter shows up and finishes them off, just as a bunch more of Dan McGowan's men come in. I hope I've got enough lava here. And then the drifter ends up finishing them off, killing them all, and saving the day. The town marshal has, the deputy marshal, the town marshal's dead, so the deputy marshal who became the marshal got gunned down in the process, so, help, I'm stuck in the dragon's mouth. What? I'm not sure what that means. So the drifter just takes the badge, he's like, well, I reckon I'm marshal now. And so he just kind of takes over as marshal, and everybody's a little disturbed by that. It's like, wait, what? But in the end, they kind of have to allow it. Things go from bad to worse. What's funny, and I guess it's not funny, but what was interesting was that the breaking point of what really set them off that we have to stop this guy, was when he beat up a dance hall girl that he was dating. He beat her up just because she torqued him off for whatever reason, and so he beat her up, and they were like, this guy's got to go. I thought that was interesting. So they started thinking about it, trying to figure out what to do about this drifter. We're going to run this episode just a little bit longer and try to finish up this portal, or what I might do is, I'm running out of food. What I might do is finish up this portal, and then next episode, off camera, and the next episode what we'll do is try to get through the nether alive. Just the gear that we've got in order to get home. this is what's killing me, is this water. I probably should close it off. That would be much easier, wouldn't it? Let me finish this story for however long it takes, though. So they devise they're going to ambush the Drifter. They're going to, the sheriff, or the federal marshal that's in their group is going to call him out at high noon. And he's going to call him out, and the rest are going to wait in ambush. So that's what they did. They set up an ambush. Everybody was involved except for a couple people. There was a preacher who had a crossbow who wasn't involved. There was the singer in the group. She was kind of like in the background waiting. And basically, the federal marshal called him out, said what he was doing wasn't justice, wasn't right, blah, 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 blah. The Drifter told him where he could put it, and then they gunned him down without much of without much preamble. They just kind of, a bunch of them jumped out and they just gunned him down, and he died. And he was a supernatural being, obviously. So they managed to kill him, and word soon spread about this marshal who had gunned down this evil Drifter. Dun, dun, dun. And it turned out pretty well, and I think everybody had a pretty good time. They handled everything pretty well. I found it interesting that it was the dance hall girl getting beaten up that was just like the final straw. All the other stuff before that was kind of like, yeah, okay, this guy's taking over the town. We should stop him. And then dance hall girl gets, just gets roughed up a little bit, and they're like, what? No. Which is kind of nice. It says more about my friends as people than about their characters, and I kind of like that. So, yeah. Anyway, we've gathered some food. I'm going to finish this off camera because it'll take a little while. And then we'll head into the Nether next time and see if we can find our way back to spawn or any place, any kind of civilization through the Nether and survive. So thanks for watching, everybody. As always, I appreciate it, and I will talk to y'all next time.